It's great to meet you again on a journey to the edge of the universe with Oddity Odyssey. In the previous journey, we traveled to the NGC 6826 Nebula, about 2,000 light-years away from Earth. Let's explore with Oddity Odyssey in today. Please note again that the stars and nebulae are in different directions relative to Earth. Therefore, if you travel by conventional means, you would need a lot more time to move from one direction to another. To solve these directional issues, our Oddity Odyssey spacecraft is equipped with instant teleportation technology, meaning the ship can instantly move in any direction relative to Earth without losing any time. This will give you a more intuitive view of the universe. As for why the spacecraft has that technology, I think we shouldn't dwell on it too much. Because this is a future spacecraft, so equipping it with any technology is just within our imagination. Enjoy watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Oddity Odyssey channel and turn on the bell for all. Now, let's go explore. Passing through the NGC 6826 Nebula, the spacecraft is now about 2,567 light-years away from Earth. We have arrived at the area of the Ring Nebula, also known as the NGC 6720 Nebula. This is a planetary nebula located in the northern part of the Lyra constellation. This nebula was first discovered by French astronomer Charles Messier in late January 1779. While he was searching for comets in the sky, with an apparent magnitude of 8.8, we cannot observe it with the naked eye in the sky. If you want to view this ring nebula, point your telescope towards the northern part of the Lyra constellation to find it. You can observe the image of this nebula, with a white dwarf star at its center. It currently has a surface temperature of about 125,000 degrees Celsius. It shines about 200 times brighter than our Sun. Scientists believe the blue and green colors inside the nebula are formed by doubly ionized oxygen. They are only observed under very low-density conditions, with only a few atoms per cc. The outer region of the Ring Nebula has a red color, thought to be produced by hydrogen emission. The Ring Nebula is also classified as a bipolar nebula. They have symmetrical expanding rings relative to their core. It appears as a flattened sphere with a sharp increase in material density along the equatorial line. It must be said that this is one of the most beautiful nebulae in the universe. It is also called the cosmic camellia flower. If you love observing celestial bodies and have a telescope on hand, don't miss the Ring Nebula. Passing the Ring Nebula, we are on our way straight to the star Vega. This is a blue-white supergiant star. Our clock now shows a time of 2,615 light-years. That means this star is about 2,615 light-years away from Earth. Even though it's at such a great distance, when observed in the night sky from Earth, the star ranks as the 19th brightest in the sky. With an apparent magnitude of 1.25, you can easily observe it in the night sky. The star's location is at the apex of the Summer Triangle, a famous triangle in the night sky. What's special about Vega is its super large size, with a radius about 203 times that of the Sun. That is, it has a radius of about 141,360,000 kilometers. Orbit and nearly reach Earth. As for the Oddity Odyssey spacecraft wanting to fly around the star at light speed, it would take about 25 minutes to accomplish that. According to scientists' calculations, Vega has a surface temperature of about 8,530 degrees Celsius. With this temperature and size, it has a luminosity 196,000 times that of the Sun. It is estimated that the initial mass of the star during its main sequence was about 23 times the mass of the Sun. At the present time, it only has a mass about 19 times that of the Sun. Researchers have not yet determined whether Vega will develop into a red supergiant or evolve back to blue. No matter which direction it develops, in the future, it will be an extremely supergiant star. Who knows, it might then break the size records of stars in the sky. Passing Vega, we are on our way to a very famous celestial object. the Cat's Eye Nebula NGC 6543. This is a planetary nebula located in the Draco constellation. It was first discovered by scientist William Herschel on February 15, 1786. And this is also the most complex structure nebula known. As you can see on the clock, the Cat's Eye Nebula is quite far from Earth, about 3,300 light-years away. Observed from Earth, it has an apparent magnitude of 8.1. Therefore, we cannot observe this nebula with the naked eye. You can only see it with the aid of a telescope. At first glance, the shape of this nebula closely resembles a cat's eye. Therefore, it was named the Cat's Eye Nebula. From another perspective, many people associate this nebula's shape with that of a giant snail shell. At the center of the nebula is a fairly small star with a spectral type of O. As a result, the surface temperature of this star is very hot. Calculations estimate it to be around 80,000 degrees Kelvin, and it radiates about 10,000 times the brightness of the sun. Spectroscopic studies show that this star is gradually losing mass. Every second, it releases approximately 20 trillion tons of matter into the surrounding environment. Currently, this central star has a mass only slightly greater than the sun's. But in the past, it may have had a mass about 5 times that of the sun. And Haiyan has already made a video explaining this nebula in detail. If you want to learn more, you can search for the video on the Cat's Eye Nebula NGC 6543 for further reference. Beyond the Cat's Eye Nebula, you can take a short nap or have a snack as we explore other areas of the universe. Please remain calm, passengers. This is an alert for encountering an object with supermassive gravity. This is definitely a black hole. Our clock shows a distance of 3,457 light-years. In this region, it is certainly the black hole AO62000, also known as black hole V616. In reality, this is a binary system consisting of a black hole V616 and a star with a spectral type A5b. Of course, we cannot see the black hole. We only know of its presence through the effects on its companion star. Scientists estimate that black hole V616 has a mass about 6.6 times that of the Sun. As for the companion star, it only has about 40% of the Sun's mass. Perhaps it was once a fairly large star, but because its companion is very greedy, it gradually swallowed up the companion's matter. According to scientists, black hole V616 has undergone 2 outbursts of air. The first was in 1917, and the next was in 1975. On June 15, 2018, a radio signal was transmitted from the European Space Agency's antenna in memory of scientist Stephen Hawking and his research on black holes. This signal will take about 3,457 light-years to reach black hole V616, expected to arrive in the year 5,475. This will be humanity's first interaction with a black hole. The reason they chose black hole V616 that year is because it was the closest known black hole to Earth at the time. Unfortunately, we cannot live until the year 5,475 to witness this historic moment. Therefore, please note this information so that your descendants will remember it. Beyond black hole V616, we are heading straight to the star Vy Canis Majoris. There it is. Do you see it? It is a red supergiant star. This star is also known by its abbreviation BYCNA. As we see on the clock, the ship's time shows 3,820 light-years, which is also the distance from the star to our solar system. Observed from Earth, the star is located behind Canis Major with an apparent magnitude ranging from 6.5 to 9.6. Thus, it is considered a variable star with a period of 956 days. With a cool spectral type, the star has a very cool surface temperature. Calculations show its temperature is only about 3,490 degrees Kelvin, much lower than the Sun's surface temperature. What is special about this star is its immense size, with a radius about 14-20 times that of the Sun. This means it has a radius of approximately 988,800,000 kilometers. As position, its radius would extend beyond Jupiter. Although the surface temperature is quite cool, due to its supergiant size, Canis Majoris has a brightness 178,000 times that of the Sun. This is considered one of the largest and brightest stars in the galaxy. Since the star has no companion, its mass cannot be directly measured through gravitational interaction. But when scientists use evolutionary comparison methods, effective temperature, and stellar luminosity, they estimate its current mass to be between 15 and 25 times that of the Sun. Currently, the star is gradually losing mass. Calculations show it loses about 6 times 10 to the power of -4 solar masses per year. This is an unusually high mass loss rate that scientists have measured in red supergiant stars. Additionally, Canis Majoris is surrounded by an asymmetric, extended, and dense reflection nebula. The outer shell diameter of the nebula can extend about 12,000 astronomical units, or 0.19 light-years. Therefore, to fly through this star's nebula, the spacecraft must travel continuously for about 70 days to pass it. Passing by Canis Majoris, we are on our way to the Messier 20 Nebula, also known as NGC 6514. This is a nebula located in the constellation Sagittarius. Currently, the clock shows a distance of 4,100 light-years. Mean is about 4,100 light. This nebula was first discovered by Charles Messier on June 5, 1764. With dense clouds of gas and dust, this nebula is known as a stellar nursery. In this area, scientists observe many young stars and newly forming stars. According to scientists' calculations, the NGC 6514 nebula has a size of about 21 light-years. This is a vast space that is difficult to imagine. Beyond the NGC 6514 nebula, we will reach the area known as the coldest in the universe, the Boomerang Nebula. When we arrive at this nebula, our clock has shown 5,000 light-years. The temperature measured here is about 1 degree Celsius, which is -227.17 degrees C. This is considered the coldest area in the universe to date. The Boomerang Nebula is believed to be a star system evolving in the planetary nebula stage, continuing to form and develop through gas streams emitted from the core. Observing this nebula, we see gas escaping at a speed of about 164 kilometers per second and will expand rapidly as it spreads into space. This gas expansion causes the area's temperature to be unusually low, only 1 degree Celsius higher than absolute zero. The nebula was detailed-edly photographed by the Hubble Space Telescope in 1998. In 2013, through radio interferometry observations, scientists suggested that the visible part of Boomerang might be surrounded by a larger spherical gas mass. They are only observable at sub-millimeter radio wavelengths. Additionally, the outer regions of the nebula appear to be gradually warming. By 2017, scientists believed that the central star of this nebula is a dying red giant star. So today, Tot 2V and you have explored the mysteries in the area from 2,000 to 5,000 light-years. Although there are many other interesting things in this area that high-end cannot guide you to explore fully. We hope for your understanding. Wishing you an enjoyable video viewing. Now, please choose the video on the left or right of the screen to join Tot 2V in exploring more mysteries of the universe. Looking forward to seeing you in the next videos. Goodbye.